How much the show costs?
They don't have that many. As many high profiles. I mean, Sherry Shepherd is the biggest name on the show.
Right.
Right.
And so like we talk. What's the one? The cannibal one that they canceled with Drew Barrymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like it had 2 big stars as the lead. Like that's got to get after.
Yeah. The Santa Clarita Diet.
Yeah. Thank you. So.
Okay.
I don't know. Good luck again.
Good luck to you.
Good luck.
So
Goodbye, Empire.
Pip, do you know this is your people? This falls under your purview. What do you know? What can you tell us about this new LGBT plus cruise company called Vacaya? Is that how they pronounce it? Vacaya?
Just because I'm gay don't mean I know how to pronounce this crazy.
It's
wacky
probably
name.
Vacaya.
I figure like
I think it's
Vacaya.
Vacaya.
y'all didn't talk about this at the last meeting.
Oh Lord.
It was on the agenda, the gay agenda.
Okay, we didn't make it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You should know all about it. So what's up with Vacaya?
Well, you know what? So I checked this out. Like, P.S. Let me just behind the scenes things. So when we're getting prepped for our show, we have a kind of a bulletin board, a message board where each one of us will submit story ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And this is actually a story idea I did not submit, but Dino actually submitted.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So I read his submission to see like, well, what's up with that and stuff like that, because this is something I didn't even know about, because I'm not for LGBT cruises, because I've seen LGBT cruises, and generally speaking, it's a whole bunch of white dudes, muscle white dudes.
Right.
And I'm not for it.
Okay.
This one seems to be a little bit more diverse.
They say that's the goal. The goal is to be very diverse.
That's in the plus column, because even like I looked at the entertainment. I was just expecting to be only white artists that muscle
Perform.
white guys like, and it's even a little bit more varied there. At least there was a black person and a Latina person
Okay.
that was in the lineup
Yeah.
that they mentioned, that they at least put in their presses.
Wow.
So
I still wouldn't do it though.
They said they're seeking to have more diversity. They're seeking to have to be a safe space for everyone
to go to gay-friendly destinations.
They said the crew had LGBTQ plus sensitivity training.
Okay.
That's the crew of the ship.
Yeah.
And they're saying they're going to only safe places as far as where they're sailing and the destinations and everything. And they said that although they want to party and everything, it's not. They're seeking for balance, for a balanced experience, not just all party, but like partying and excursions and sightseeing and trips and
keep it safe.
Ports. Just so it's
and they have like a philanthropic part. Like you can go someplace and do like some volunteer work.
Oh, that's
for like
cool.
a youth center in certain cities and ports that they go to.
Yeah.
Right. So it sounds like a very, very nice. I have nothing to compare it to because I've never been on a gay cruise.
I was gonna say I want to go. Do you have to be?
I think everyone's
allies.
welcome.
Allies
Everyone's
are
welcome. Everyone's
I was
welcome.
gonna say it has the plus sign on there. Is that like +1?
Well, no, the plus
It's for all the other
all
ones.
the other letters.
Yeah, and the
For the-
elemental
yeah.
piece,
Yeah, that's a
QRS,
new thing now.
TNV.
We had that at my job actually. Now we have to. I put LGBTQ plus.
Plus, right.
Okay. Well, that's
Because
clever.
like 5 letters is enough. Y'all, just 5 is enough.
Shit.
4 is enough.
4 is too much.
Yeah, too much. Yeah.
I just like it was just LG.
Yeah. Life's good. LG.
Life's good.
They're like,
that. Yeah.
Wait, is that
Everybody else
is that the
thinks
gay thing or is that the appliance company?
Well, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it. I think this sounds like a great idea. I'll have to have a friend of mine, go first and tell me.
I just want to go on a cruise.
Mm-hmm.
You can go on a cruise. Cruise leave out of L.A. every day. You can go to Mexico.
But I think she wants to go with like people, like a bunch of friends. She don't want to just go by herself.
But that's what my
She
sister used to always go on those like weekend like Mexican Riviera.
Well, where's she
cruises.
at? Tell her she want to go. Shit.
She's probably in Chicago.
Oh.
No, she here.
Oh,
She's
see,
here.
look.
okay.
You just do a
Boom.
weekend cruise. You go down to Cabo or Ensenada. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
I used to go there every year. We might have to go somewhere else.
I'll go to Cabo with you.
Okay, we can go to Cabo.
So last week where we talked about
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z becoming a billionaire?
Yes.
Hip hop's first billionaire.
Big up.
So Forbes published another article talking about basically the top 5. We always talk about top 5 in hip hop. Well,
Right.
Forbes talking about their top 5 in hip hop. It don't have nothing to do with their rap skills.
Huh.
It's all about
do
their
they
bank
ever?
accounts.
Do they ever?
It's all about the bank accounts.
But this touches on this is actually a follow up to what we talked about, because we were trying to figure out like, well, how come it's not like who else is even close?
Right. So right now, okay, we're going to give you the top 5 from least to number 1. You already know is Jay-Z. So number 5 coming in at 150 million is the youngster Drake.
Okay.
Drizzy Drake.
150 million ain't nothing to sneeze at.
No, it's not, and he's only 32 years old. So
okay,
you know. Then we got number 4 coming in at 240 million. Mr. Kanye West.
I would think he has more, but okay. It takes a minute to learn $240 million. So
yeah, I feel like of all these people though, Kanye probably takes the most risks, business wise.
Okay,
I think he takes a lot of risks, and a lot of his stuff does not make it, and I think that's probably why he's only worth. And I do say only, it was being relative.
Right.
240 million. I think he'd be worth a lot more.
I would think so too. And his connections with his in-law.
Right.
Like his mother-in-law is no dummy when it comes to making money.
That's true.
Right. Now, number 3, we got coming in at 740 million. We got Mr. Sean Diddy Combs.
I thought he would be close to $1 billion.
I think 740 million is close to $1 billion.
No, I'm just thinking. I'm surprised he hadn't already crossed that mark. I think I mentioned that last week.
Yeah, he's been hovering around this 700-800 mark for a few years now, and he hasn't crossed over the hurdle. And then we got number 2. It's Dr. Dre at 800 million.
That's right.
And then of course we got number 1, Jigga Man himself at a cool $1 billion.
With the worst haircut in that photo.
I don't know what it is with him lately. Midlife crisis?
Right? What is up with him lately?
Get a better haircut.
I'm 50 years old.
Is that like
now
the
I'm gonna
money
look
syndrome?
like buckwheat. like, why are you gonna look like buckwheat now that you 50 and got $1 billion?
Like, the more money people have, the shittier they look. I don't understand what's up with that.
I don't know what's up with that either.
It's like the broker people are, like the more Jordans they got and the more bullshit they have. And then like Jay-Z has $1 billion and he looks like he shops at the fucking Goodwill.
Yeah, he looked like he smelled like patchouli oil.
And his wife is like
an incense. He does look like he might. He look like he might sell you an incense.
And he got wearing sandals right now.
Right, he look like he might sell you an incense
with some ashy ass toenails.
Oh, God.
and some cocoa butter.
How you gonna be ashy and
have cocoa butter? Raw. He
Mm.
got you. He ain't not using it though.
I like that he and his wife together are combined $1.4 billion.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I bet they like it too.
That's a lot of money.
Oh, good Lord.
Ain't nobody going hungry in that house.
No.
But they will go ashy. You right.
Well, it wouldn't be the Shiznit Show without a little bit of some criminology going on. So we have a new kind of vigilante out there.
Okay.
There's this male student, 20-year-old guy. Named, I think his name was Ethan or something like that, up in the Bay Area. This guy, he goes on Snapchat. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He starts off on Snapchat and uses that filter. The Snapchat is the one with the filter, right? That makes you...
A lot of them have filters, but it definitely has one where you can change from male to female.
He changed himself to female, and he joined, what's that, Tinder.
Oh, wow.
And he said he was 19 on Tinder. Right, but he was fishing. He said his goal was to find a predator, but Tinder only allows you to be like 18
19?
and above. Like it doesn't allow minors. So he went on as somebody legal, and then once he caught this guy, they switched over to Snapchat. And in Snapchat, he told the guy that he's this girl Ethel or whatever, and he's only 16 or she's only 16. That's what and the guy is, 40-some years old. He's all into it. They have the conversation with him acknowledging that it's a 16-year-old, and he asks about the sexual experience and this kind of thing and that the kind of thing. Right. And so turns out the guy's a cop.
Dang.
Guy's a cop.
The guy that he was fishing with.
The guy he was fishing for, or who he caught fishing. The guy that he caught by fishing was a cop.
So he caught the cop on Tinder, talked to him on Snapchat, told him he was 16 on Snapchat, and the cop said, "I don't care."
Right.
Oh,
basically.
Wow! What?
Yes. Yep. So he called the police, got the police involved, and they
called the police on the police.
Yep. Called the police on the police.
Wow.
Got him hook, line, and sinker. They got all his records and all the all his stuff from the electronic devices, all the communication.
Oh, what a perv!
And so he's going down.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's good.
So give it up to this dude. right?
Really?
Like
I was really,
dangerous.
I was concerned.
And it was because it is dangerous. But I guess he played it pretty safe though. He didn't give the guy any place to meet him or anything like that. And he said that he did this because he had a good friend who had was the victim of a predator when she was younger, and still dealing with it.
Wow.
And trying to get over it. And he just saw that how traumatized she was behind the experience, and so he just felt like he just wanted to catch some predators.
To Catch a Predator.
Yeah.
2019.
College edition.
Right. Snapchat.
Right.
Filter style.
Yeah, for that ass. So.
Wow. Them
Right.
damn filters. That's crazy.
Yeah, and the filter. It is convincing.
I have to say again with those filters, it
convincing.
seems like the male to female ones always turn out better than the female to male ones.
Yeah, do they even have the male? Because
They have both.
So at one time they didn't even have them, so I guess now they do. But one time they
both.
only had okay.
Every time I see a female to male one, I'm like, ooh, baby, stay a lady.
Stay a lady.
Stay a lady, you an ugly man. But every time I see the male to female ones, I'm like, that's an upgrade.
There you go.
That is an upgrade.
Right? Yeah.
Got some pretty men in the world, I guess.
Yeah. So okay, now we got some medical news.
Okay.
Now this might be a little bit, please. I hope no one's eating breakfast at this time or lunch or whenever you listen to us, because there's a little warning, a little disclaimer.
Yeah.
This
Stop
could be,
eating.
This could be kind of gross, but it's medicine, something that's in the medical industry, and something that we try to bring you guys things that are relevant to you. A fecal transplant is linked to a patient's death, the FDA warns. Fecal transplant. That's a thing, guys.
I was.
That's a thing.
Like, how common do you think this is?
It's not very common at the moment because it's still,
why
it's
would
under
you do this?
it's under it's an experimental process at the moment.
Well, I get why, because it's just sort of that notion again of like that you can take some health. There are some bacteria and those kinds of things that are healthy, and you want to transfer it to somebody that has an unhealthy environment inside of themselves, right?
Tell them what we want, addicts. No, that's exactly right, Pip. Pip hit it right on the nose. The whole reason for this is people who have different infections or with problems with bacteria, and nothing else seems to be working, right, to clear it up. They want to take healthy fecal matter, introduce it into the person that has the problem with it, and so that then the environment there, it takes on the characteristics of all this healthy bacteria that you're introducing into the system, and it does away with the unhealthy bacteria. So that's the idea behind it, and it has worked. Sometimes they're still trying to perfect it so that it's safe and that this doesn't happen, someone doesn't die or whatever. But yeah, somebody dropped the ball and they didn't do all the tests that they were supposed to do and whatever else. But yes, it's an experimental process, and that's what they're working on. And they anybody have any ideas of how they introduced the fecal matter into the?
I can guess.
How would you guess?
Well, the easiest thing I could think of was that they take a sample from one person and put it into another person.
Oh,
but how?
Right, how?
With a tube?
So you think they take actual, literal fecal matter, and then they use a tube and shove it up into the
like a suction, like how you get when your baby got
into
snot?
the person's anus.
You know how when your baby has snot, you use that thing, you suck it up, and you squirt it out on a napkin,
like a turkey baster.
Exactly.
They use a turkey baster and they dump it in the person's ass,
just like that. That has to be how it's done.
No. We have lovely parting gifts for you, though.
I will take them and run very fast away from this.
There are two methods. There's one, they use a syringe, okay, and they use like a liquid. They use a liquid. Now, where exactly they insert the liquid and all that, I don't know. They didn't give those details. And the other way is they turn it into a pill.
Yeah.
And they take it orally as a pill.
Ew, a shit pill, huh?
Yep, a shitty pill. Literally.
What is going on in the world?
That's medicine, though. Yeah. I'm okay with this. What about you, Pip?
I'm not having issues with it. I mean, it like I said, I did not.
If
know
I needed
that.
this, I would take this. If I needed this, I would sign up for this, because you could die. These people could die without this or something, like this to help them.
I was familiar with this story, but what I just said to you before about the bacteria and stuff like that, that really was off the top of my head, just thinking like, how could this make sense? I'm like, though that makes sense in my head. So yeah, I'm for this. I am totally for this.
Me too.